What would you do if your power bill went up by $1.50 this winter? What if energy prices went up by $100 before the end of the year? This may sound like a lot, but these kinds of price hikes have already been announced. The United States is facing a historic energy supply shortage, and a total cutoff of Russian gas threatens to cause a severe energy crunch that will have huge effects on the whole world. However, even before the Russia and Ukraine crisis started, the whole planet was already moving towards a major energy crisis, and now we're being told that many people in the Western world will have a really cold and harsh winter and face some of the most expensive weather conditions in history. Russia is using energy supplies as a weapon in response to Western sanctions. On Monday, Russia cut off another supply to the European Union, causing panic in Western markets about possible severe gas shortages this winter, according to U.S. officials. The U.S. is working hard behind the scenes to keep European allies united against Russia as President Vladimir Putin tries to destabilize American and European energy supply chains. Gas company owned by the Russian government, Kazakhstan, said it would cut natural gas flows through the Nord Stream 1 pipeline to just 20% of its capacity. The move put the West in uncharted territory when it comes to whether or not there will be enough gas for Western nations to just get through this year's winter. The European Union's member states started rationing energy last Wednesday. The Safe Gas for a Safe Window plan sets a goal for the 27 member states to cut their gas use by 15%. The plan focuses on reducing demand in businesses and public buildings rather than in private homes. However, experts say that this plan won't be easy to enforce, even if all of the member states meet their goals. A spokesperson for the National Security Council added that Western countries are getting ready for more Russian interference in the energy markets in Europe. Since the end of February, benchmark gas prices have gone up about 85% because there is still a lot of uncertainty about the energy supply. According to the Intercontinental Exchange, the price of natural gas in the U.S. is also starting to rise to very scary levels. Wolf Richter's new report shows that natural gas prices have gone up by 30% in the last month and by more than 100% in the last year. U.S. consumers are in for a lot of financial pain this winter. In some places, like New Hampshire, Eversource is raising its energy supply rate by about 50% on August 1. Since customers use on average 25% more energy in the summer, a typical customer could expect to see a 70% increase every month, according to the utility. On top of that, the energy service rate for New Hampshire Electric Co-op will go up by about 10%. Electricity prices in New Hampshire are at an all-time high, according to local officials. This is because the cost of energy around the world is going up. The Ukraine crisis is driving up the global demand for energy, which is raising prices in the U.S. People with low incomes have to pay more for energy than people with higher incomes. So when rates go up by that much, it hurts those who can least afford it and forces people to make hard budget choices. This means that the rest of the country will soon have to deal with similar rate hikes. A new survey shows that many Americans aren't ready for their power bills to go through the roof. This comes at a time when a record number of U.S. adults are struggling to pay their monthly bills. In a poll taken at the end of June and beginning of July, 40% of adults said it was somewhat or very hard to pay for regular household expenses. The group went on. The IMF has cut its predictions for China's GDP growth this year from 4.4% to 3.3%. In Europe, the cost of Russia's aggression on Ukraine has been higher than expected because of the rise in energy prices. Constant problems in the supply chain have hurt consumer confidence and slowed down manufacturing. Some businesses are preparing for the worst by cutting costs and laying off workers. Unfortunately, there is no short-term help on the horizon, and if we keep going in the same direction, the new global energy crisis will only get worse. The lack of energy supplies around the world may have turned into a global energy nightmare of never-before-seen proportions, so let's enjoy this relatively quiet summer while we still can, because all signs point to a very dark winter.